Hey, what's going on everybody? My name is ThatLeaf and welcome to another edition of Facts and Common Sense. Today's episode comes to us from Heatstreet, where they've reported that a University of Hawaii math professor wants every white man to quit their job or take a demotion, and anyone who disagrees with her is considered racist, sexist, and transphobic. Piper Harron, who holds the position of assistant professor at the University of Hawaii, had penned an article in the American Mathematics Society blog asking for white men to get out of the way. Now, the American Mathematical Society is a big deal since it's actually one of the four parts of the Joint Policy Board for Mathematics, or JPBM, and a member of the Conference Board of the Mathematical Sciences, or CBMS. What does she have to say about this, and what exactly would she say that white men need to get out of the way? Let's find out.
Not to alarm you, but I probably want you to quit your job, or at least take a demotion. Statistically speaking, you're probably taking up room that should go to someone else. If you're a white cis man, meaning you identify as male and you were assigned male at birth, you almost certainly should resign from your position of power. That's right. Please quit. Too difficult? Well, as a first step, at least get off your hiring committee, your curriculum committee, and make sure you're replaced by a woman of color or trans person. Don't have any in your department? How shocking!
Gee, I wonder why that sounds familiar. Right, I know I'm going to say something that'll be considered triggering to SJWs and we'll call this a microaggression to them, but I basically believe that only the most qualified individuals should be hired to any job whatsoever. These are people who show the skills and the knowledge necessary to be able to carry out the tasks required for this job. Also, in the real world, most jobs don't give a damn who you are or where you come from. All that really matters to them is, can you do the job we ask you to do and do it well? If you can't, well, we're not going to even bother hiring you. Plain and simple. Oh yeah, Mrs. Harron actually has her own page called the Liberated Mathematician, where she lists her CV, or curriculum vitae, or vitae, depending on how you pronounce it. On this page, she lists her educational experiences, which she went to New York University, Princeton University, and apparently including real life? Wait, what? Yeah, looking at this closer, I can see that she lists some of the things she's gone through, including survived external internalized misogyny, survived external internalized racism, grew human in own body, survived pregnancy, labor, and infant care related misogyny. No sane human being would hire someone who has this type of garbage in their resumes or CVs. And more than likely, these documents would end up in the garbage. Why? Because employers are only interested in one thing: people who have the skills and education necessary to carry out the tasks they want them to do. And if you just put garbage like that on your resumes or CVs, they're not going to waste their time with you, and instead move on to the next person. Not only that, but studies have shown that when people are forced against their will to study diversity initiatives or diversity programs at the workplace and at university campuses, the participants become resentful towards the very groups they're trying to make them more accepting towards. You want to know why? Because human beings don't like it when they're bossed around to do something against their own will. They resist change. And to these participants, these groups of people represent the very things that they hate, namely the diversity programs and diversity initiatives. If you really want diversity to happen in the workplace or on university campuses, let it happen on its own accord. Don't force feed it to people. But no, let's go ahead and do what Mrs. Harron wants. Let's go ahead and fire as many white cis men from universities, even though they have the skills and education necessary to do their jobs, and replace them with the very groups that she wants in charge, even though some of them may have no idea how to do the very jobs that the white cis men have. Let's go ahead and try to cram diversity down people's throats, even though they don't want to do it, because hey, diversity is good, and anyone who goes against diversity is nothing more than a bigot. What a complete joke. Anyway, that's all the time we have for tonight's episode. Be sure to check out the links for more information. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.